And you've created some laws around cybersecurity, and I want to get to that. Okay.
Sure.
Because, a lot of our audience that's in the small, medium business space has some interesting views on cybersecurity. Not that the enterprise doesn't.
Sure.
They got some interesting views too, right?
Mhm.
But before we get to that, what what do you think the biggest challenge is? Why can't companies get cybersecurity right? Let me ask the most general question there is.
So that's kind of a loaded question in
Yes,
terms of
it
what
is.
companies can't do right. I think one of the biggest problems we have, I actually wrote this article for Forbes, I want to say like a year and a half ago or so,
Okay.
is we have a major problem right now, essentially with burnout in cybersecurity. A lot of cybersecurity professionals, especially at the CISO level, they cannot hire because we have a hiring deficit that colleges and universities are trying to crank out, but we all know that there's no real experience after you come out of college, right? You have to gain that experience. So losing veterans as they are retiring, and studies have shown, I think it was Mimecast that had a study on that said within 2 years we're going to lose something like 30 to 50% of cybersecurity executives because they're not getting budgets. There's no relief from data breaches. It's nonstop right now. And so it's just easier to go open a puppy daycare or sit on a beach than it is, to be in cybersecurity. I think that's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is the human element. And if you're looking at any kind of security system throughout history, even before the invention of the microprocessor, humans trust. And that is one of the biggest problems that we have, is that yes, Prince Ubuntu does need help with his revolution, or
Yeah.
it is my boss sending me this email that I need to click and send money immediately because it's urgent. We have a huge problem with that. And I think every organization, especially those that even do awareness training, see that one person that opens it every single time. Like 9 times out of 10 it's the CEO, but there's always that person that just falls for everything, that trusts. And I think it's our biggest issue that we've got in technology right now.